Hello, baseball fans. Welcome into this one. We bring you AAA baseball from the International League. It's the Gwinnett Stripers and the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. First pitch coming your way next.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Just about ready to roll. And on the mound today, Noble Meyer. Here's what we'll be looking for. When he's got everything clicking, he's an absolute joy to watch. His teammates still need to give him some run support so it doesn't all fall on his shoulders, but he's a reliable bet to give them a decent chance of winning every time he takes the bump. Victor Scott, now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Gotta stay back and track that left-on-left breaking ball, or you'll struggle with it. There's a strike at the knees.
0-2.
Fly ball out to left field. And that's that. They strand one. We've played one inning, no score. So one gone with the bases loaded here. Victor Scott, the next to hit. Some early struggles for him this season. He'll want to get on the right track soon. Foul ball there. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
All loaded up here in the back end of the third inning. Falling behind, 2-1. Fouled off left side. Way outside. Payoff pitch. Lined, and that's a base hit. 1 run comes in. Not in time. He's safe. We are tied at 2. It looked for a second like he was a little out in front, but he did a great job to keep the hands back and swing through the ball. And he's rewarded with a couple of RBIs. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Now it's the shortstop, Jared Cerner. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the ground. Zips it to first. Out, and they escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. We move on to inning number 4. We're tied in this one 2-2. 1 away and a runner at first. Digging in for the Jumbo Shrimp, Victor Scott. With his speed, it'll be really tough for the defense to turn too. And at this level, they may even rush the play and make an error. That's what makes him a weapon in spots like this. Here's a grounder up the middle. Oh, great stop. The feed for 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there. That was so smoothly executed out at short. You can really see the confidence starting to build with every play. Jacob Berry digs in now.
Runner, yes,
Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Throw to second, and he's safe. Not a ton of offense in this one. Ball doesn't seem to be carrying, so they might as well try and generate some offense with the stolen base. I like that call.
Your turn. Drive him in. Clutch up for us.
Runner going again. This one in for a strike. Throw to third, safe by plenty. Two outs and a runner in scoring position. Missed inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Movement in the bullpen. Chad Kuhl up and loosening in the pen. Munoz also throwing. Shoots this one up the left field line and foul ball. Now the payoff pitch. Got the batter swinging for the K. And that ends the inning. Very fired up after that and completely understandable. Great job to make some key pitches and get out of a tough inning. No outs, runner at first. And the next batter, Victor Scott, 1 for 3. That one fouled off.
Right guy, right place. Here we go.
Late swing, foul to the left. Tying run waits at the plate. Base hit, right field. The tying run is aboard. And he's got a multi-hit game now, which has to feel especially good after his recent lack of results. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. Now a pivotal at bat in this ballgame. And
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Seattle Mariners. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Logan Gilbert. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Luis Angel Acuna at the plate now as he chases after that one. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swings and misses. Had him out front for strike three.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Hit in the air, center field. Acuna has this one sized up. Hauls it in for the out. Cabrera with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. And now the DH, Austin Shenton. That's towards center. Puts it away for the out. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's Victor Robles. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Acuna makes the grab, one away.
Up next for the Mariners, the third baseman.
And stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Gilbert back to work. Acuna measures 5 feet 8 inches, 22 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that's outside, and it's 1-1. And that's outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And it's even up.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Acuna in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. In the dirt.
No balls, 2 strikes.
With the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. On the ground to third. To second, Polanco. And the inning is over. So 1 hit is all they get. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. 1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Donovan Solano. Now a fly ball to right center. Brings it in. Out. Number 2. Go ahead run on base. Acuna digs in now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that one fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, save.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. 2 on, 1 out. Bliss will hit next. On a line. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Tremendous job of getting set up behind and underneath this ball to come through with full momentum. A strike.
And this is the rubber match, Ziggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. On the hill here today, Luis Castillo.
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Inside and it hit him. Man at first, Luis Angel Acuna getting ready to hit. That misses, and it's 2-1. Win over at first with 1 away. Castillo will look to first. Win back on a dive. Out to short, sneaks through, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
First and second, 1 out. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. And a 1-2. That's down and in.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Left-hand hitter waits. Double steal. Out! out at third, and that ends the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends.
And here is Mason Wynn. Going away. Wynn in his second season, batting second in today's lineup, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. One left for Miami. And now the catcher comes up to him, Cal Raleigh.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
The 0-2. Out to short. Wynn. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jorge.
So 2 away with nobody on. Mason Wynn, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. The other way. That's a base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Wastes no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ball, that's
Next
too high.
offering upstairs.
Runner!
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw.
No, he did that.
Safe. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Griffin Conine waits on deck for Miami. Pickoff move to second. Wynn dives back in safely. Another throw to second, and he's back again. Only one more disengagement left after that move. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 1 hit, 1 left. And now the first baseman, Tyler Locklear. Up the middle. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
Wynn. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mariners. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. Runners on first and third, 2 away. On the ground, right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 7th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mariners 1. So digging in, Mason Wynn.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Tracks it down for the out. 2-way down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Tapped softly on the ground. Wynn. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Swing and a ground ball. Slings it across. That's out number 3. And 1, 2, 3 go to Mariners. Next to hit, Mason Wynn.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second, first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
Line drive. Gets down, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. The tag, and he's out. A 3-2 final score in this one. A 1-run extra inning win. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down. Now here is Luis Angel Acuna. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings and misses. 0-2.
No ball,
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Conforto makes the grab, and that'll do it. And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Colby Fowler.
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him. So he's going to have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arms extended, and then once conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away and finish them off.
Sanchez makes the catch. 2 down. Luis Angel Acuna now at the plate. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
That one almost got him. 1 out, base is empty. Left field. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around third. He scores to tie it up. Headed for the plate. He will score. The Dodgers have the lead. It's 2-1.
No, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
And that is out of play.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Inside, and that is ball one. Lopez off of first with 2 away. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Marlins. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Out there to center. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. This one in the air, center field. Acuna makes the grab, and that is that. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. First and second, 2 outs. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Dodgers strand a couple as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Luis Angel Acuna, the next up for the Marlins. Yates, 37 years young, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That to right. Conforto sizing this one up. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from first to second, but way too late. Safe there.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver.
Coming to you live from Southern California. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Big storyline coming into this one is the tough stretch for one of their key players. He just can't seem to get it going at the plate recently, Chris.
Well, I think it's time to switch it up, Boog. He's due for a major breakout, and hopefully he can shake it off and get back to his old self today.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go. Getting the nod in this one, Roki Sasaki. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Mason Wynn stands in here, takes ball one low. Nobody out, runner at first. And a strike. And that one is lifted in the air, and that's a base hit. Lopez headed for third. The relay to second, not going to get him. He's in there.
High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Runner at first with 2 away. And up next for Los Angeles, Max Muncy. Hard hit left side. Fires over to first.
Yes, you're out.
They get the out on Muncy. Out number 3. 1 left for LA. Scoreless after 1. First and second, 2 outs. Mason Wynn, the next up for the Marlins. Doubled his first time up. The shortstop takes the ball. That one almost got him.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that's outside.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing the run. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here comes a 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the air, out towards right center. And that's the third out. Marlins strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Runners at the corners here. 1 away. And now it's Max Muncy. And the righty deals. On the ground, 2 ball. Quickly to second for 1. And that's 2.
Yeah, you're out.
So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Mookie Betts. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting.
Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Singy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yeah, with just 1 free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
On the ground to short, Betts up with it. Over to first.
Out.
1 away here in the 5th. Mason Wynn digs in now. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Outside with a breaking ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Out to center. And that's the 3rd out. So they get 1. And now Mason Wynn. 1 for 4 with a double. Almost got him.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that misses. 2-1. Fought off foul. Lopez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. Baseball comes your way on a Wednesday afternoon. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least 1 in this series.
We'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Shohei Ohtani. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Luis Angel Acuna, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
Well, he looks to have some quality stuff on the hill today. Start this outing out. Pepper in the zone. Arm is loose and firing him in there.
Way out front for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swings and chases a low one there. Smith gathers, throws, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Middle of the first. No score after a half inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And getting to start, Braxton Garrett. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Acuna under it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Will.
One out, base is empty. Luis Angel Acuna will hit next. He's 0 for 1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
0-1.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And up next for Miami, Luis Angel Acuna. 0 for 2 in this one. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And another ball.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and change.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. One runs in, slams off the bottom of the wall. The run scores from second. It's 2-1.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great in keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Griffin Conant. Swing and a miss.
And the strategy of winning a ball game when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches.
Ohtani checks the runner. Acuna back in on a dive.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Here's the second baseman, Ha-Seong Kim. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Luis Angel Acuna, the next up for the Marlins. On the ground, bats up with it. Slings to first in time.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team. But with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer